Hello and welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. I'm assuming you're here because you want to see the difference between the Garmin Fenix 7 screen and the Garmin Epix 2 screen. If, like me, you don't know the difference between an AMOLED and a transflective MIP screen and different resolutions and different colours, and you just want to see it, this is the video for you. So let's dive in and have a look. So I'm hoping that this camera focuses in on the right places. Firstly, we're going to ignore my unproductive training status. I'm doing the best I can. And secondly, we're going to appreciate the fact that I cut my fingernails especially for this video, so please do hit the like and subscribe button down below. It'd help me out no end. So what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to have a flick through the menus, flick through activities, and just let you have a look really and see what the difference is. But immediately there, this is the the lock screen, the default home screen. You can see immediately the Epix is night and day ahead, pun intended, of the Fenix 7. Now I have set the display brightnesses up to be as close as they can. The Epix, you can set it out of 3 bars, so I put it on number 2, and the Fenix you can set it in percentages, so I put it on 60%. I think that's a fair enough comparison. You can see there the actual brightness is a similar level, but the crispness of that red is really different, isn't it, on the Epix? It's not night and day ahead. Let's have a flick through the menu though and see how this works. So the actual reactions to the screen, it feels exactly the same, it reacts exactly the same. But again, you can just see the bright colours are just that bit brighter, aren't they? And the dark black background is just that bit more dark, so it makes it even more like contrasty. Look at that. Yeah, it is good, isn't it? I wanted to have a quick look on the sleep menus because that shows us a couple of graphs and we can see how it looks in graph mode. So sleep there. I'm really struggling doing 2 things at once, by the way. There we go. So let's have a look at that. Bit of a graph input there, so you can see on the left hand side those pinks again are a lot deeper pink than them on the right hand side, aren't they? And the blues as well. Would you notice it if you hadn't looked at the Epix? I'm not sure, but when you put them side by side, that difference is really easy to tell, isn't it? Now there are implications to having the AMOLED screen. The battery is not as good. There is no solar charging option on the Epix either. However, it depends how often you're going to be charging it. The battery is still very good on the Epix. It's just not quite as good as the Fenix. Okay, let's have a look at an activity screen and then see what the mapping's like. There we go. So we're now on a run screen. So this is like an activity screen, black and white only. So we're seeing here when the GPS finds there, it's bright green again. You can see the battery indications. There's not actually a huge amount between the two in terms of this, but they are at different charge levels, so bear that in mind. Of course, the touch is disabled during activity mode, so I'll have to just put that back on. There we go. I mean, see what you think of that. I mean, let me know down below. What do you think between the 2 screens? Is that enough for you to warrant the extra cost of the Epix over the Fenix? Let's go down to mapping. Okay, so the maps there are both on the same sort of zoom level, and you can see immediately the colours on the Epix are so much deeper, aren't they, than on the Fenix. Let's keep doing this so that you can see the screen. But yeah, let me know what you think. I might try and pause that on there, actually, see if you can see what we're looking at. Again, I don't know as if you haven't seen the Epix screen, whether you'd be disappointed by this or not, but having seen the Epix screen now, it does look so much better, doesn't it? Even when the backlight is off, those colours just stand out, don't they, quite a lot. I mean, to the naked eye, it's a lot more visible on the Fenix than it is on this screen, but even still, compared, it is very different, isn't it? So there we go then, a brief look at the Garmin Epix 2 versus the Garmin Fenix 7 screens. Let me know down below, is this screen worth the extra money? If I'm honest, I don't know if I can answer that question just yet because it's only early days for me testing these watches, and in terms of actual features, they are very similar. I'm finding it difficult to justify the additional cost, but if you're only making that expense once, should you get the better one? I don't know. It's over to you. Let me know down below. So I am planning to do a deeper dive into this Garmin Epix watch as well as the Fenix 7, so let me know down below what you'd like to see me do. I'm an amateur triathlete, so I can do swim, bike, run, walk, that sort of stuff. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM.